Casanella Show, baby. And today we have a special guest. The man, the myth, the fan, the actor, the legend, Jake Duval. Thanks for taking time away from battling mutant squids to join us, Jay.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Jay. But the squids were last movie. This time I'm saving Prague from shape-shifting beetles. At least that's what they seem like at first.
Yeah, same difference.
Not exactly.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
On a scale of 1...
Right on time. Well, I guess you know I'm here to see Othello, right?
Indeed, I...
So...
My niece loves Jake Duval.
Hey,
Come here!
were you looking to talk?
Now!
Oh.
Hey, MP, how are you?
My man John, what's going on, man?
All right.
You chilling?
Duh, I'm chilling. I'm here doing all right.
All right.
Hey, listen, you'll tell Ashley that I was here on time, right? Well, early, right, actually?
Yeah, bro. Everything all right?
Yeah.
You scared me, man.
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. She just... So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team and your new city. How have you felt adapting to this new environment?
Well, it's a big change, and I'm still figuring out my place here.
Would you say that's because of you or external factors?
Ooh, I say me. Yeah, 100%, I'd say me. You know, life is about adapting, John, as you may know as well. You know, the most successful people don't whine when things don't go their way. They simply figure out what they need to do to make things go their way. You feel me on that one?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you can't control the outside factors, you know? You can only control how you deal with them.
That's a good way of looking at it, but, you know, any concern about how long it's taking you to adapt to your new city?
Nah, I mean, that stuff takes time, you know?
Okay, so we've been tiptoeing around this a little bit, so let's get into it.
Oh, man. You know, John, I can't even lie, man.
Okay then, last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team,
This might not be my hometown, but this my city now. You know what I'm saying?
well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you.
Likewise, man.
Hey.
There you are.
Here I am.
You ready for a meeting with Coach Graves?
MP, have a seat.
How you doing, Coach?
Big news, big news. Rookie standout.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
All right,
Now,
yeah.
as we all know, this is our beloved rookie MP's first game in the...
Not really setting me up for success there, Coach G.
So Dallas will get the first possession. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
I think some of us saw this announcement coming after the month MPs had. Now, officially, he was named the Rookie of the Month.
Hard work paying off. Recognition like this is so encouraging for a young talent. It might even push MP to take his game up another level.
Good a screen on Sexton. To the middle. Here's George. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won it. Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
Clarkson goes in, and it's sent back by George. Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Clarkson dishes to Markkanen, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his. Now, here's Sexton. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good, George. And Greg, when you bring up MP... He is such a tremendous leader. My goodness, he is a positive force in that locker room, empowering his teammates in every way.
And that's the reputation MP came into the league with. He's a guy who lifts up others, stand-up guy for sure.
The Jazz with another miss.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Irving, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the...
team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sexton with it. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Pass to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gay with no one around. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner. As well. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without him.
Look here. Here's Sexton. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Gay, a screen on Doncic. Poked loose, stolen by Bullock. And now the fast break, George with the ball. You know, Greg, you can tell MP is a leader out on the floor, setting a very high bar, certainly, and in terms of effort.
And he's showing, not telling, his guys what he wants from them. I think players respect that kind of an attitude, and they know he's right there with them in the trenches.
They've got Reggie Bullock. Luka Doncic out there with MP. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Wood in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Irving. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
George sets a screen for Irving. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Sexton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be... What a performance for Kyrie Irving.
From the Western Conference. Now moving on to the game at hand, some challenges in this first. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Clarkson. Rudy Gay is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Colin Sexton.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. He kicks to Gay. Clarkson outside. The three. Offensive rebound.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Dallas leading by 18. Outside, George. He tries for three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. The Jazz have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Clarkson kicks to Gay. Markkanen against George. And here is Markkanen. 6 points for him. Clarkson missing again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's George, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there.
And this team, Greg, drafting MP, hoping he can grow into the leader here. It might. Take some time, but he should, I think, find his way.
And those intangibles were a big reason to draft MP. We'll keep an eye on him as he develops and steps into a leadership role for the team. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues. To fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Jazz shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Clarkson against George. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely. They need this. The Jazz with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Doncic off the pick from George. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Passes it to Gay. Shoots the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving surveying the floor. On the wing, Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Bullock kicks to Wood. Dallas needs to get off a shot. it's George finishing it off.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working. To perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Kicks it out to Gay. Offline with his three. Here's Dallas. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Gay finds Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Shoots over Bullock. Another miss by Utah.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
There's the pass to George. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots over Clarkson. Again, the Mavericks score.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And he's going beast mode!
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been...
Look, they put your boy MP in the starting lineup.
They down bad, huh?
Real bad.
Dude's fish food against starters.
Candace, you got a question?
Congratulations on your first start.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you.
You
It's a little different because you are...
I gotta say, so far it seems like you are making the adjustment from college to the NBA fairly smoothly. What has been the biggest challenge?
Thank you, CG. I really appreciate you saying that. Honestly, it's mostly the stuff off the court. You know, guys in this league are professionals. You know, they're grown men. I mean, so you have to come. All right, cool. I think I'm done. You guys have a good night.
Hey, you still want to play 2K tonight?
Yeah, you want to grab burrito?
Yeah, grab your mom and
Okay, see you then.
On and up, look.
Okay, be there.
All right, great snack idea for you. I'm all ears. Triple decker PB&J. Are we 12? Sounds like a lot of sugar. Dude, come on, it's great. I promise. You gotta cut off the crust too. this weekend? Yeah, sounds good. I'm free Saturday night. Saturday? Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Man, my back's killing me. When's the last time you did yard work?
Last weekend, but I have one of those nice rideable mowers.
Oh, this must be nice. I got that old push mower.
That's a big map you guys got in there.
What is this?
This? MP. There comes a time in every man.
All right. I'm all ears. Yes. So what comes next?
We want to help you.
Ashley, you're up.
As some of you...
All right, Mila, you're up.
Okay. As you...
That it was, Mila.
Who let him have a stick? I don't know.
Okay, and now as for the final 2 districts. First.
All right. Fair enough, man.
Cool. Now, let's talk business. Now, I know that all of this might seem like a lot, but we'll be here to walk you through it. I mean, just follow our lead and you'll be fine.
Here we go, everybody! This is the big D. Let's go.
Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that has some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Siakam gets the bucket.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Pass to Bullock. Here's George. Doncic with it. Let's go with a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. Now Van Vliet. This one for three. And it's Irving with a rebound.
And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
Now here's Van Vliet. The three from Barnes. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Up top, George. Back to Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. That one goes. Count it. And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Now here's Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Barnes. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. And here's Anunoby. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll...
You were right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's George. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Barnes. Picked by Pirtle. Barnes goes in. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Doncic, good.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. The Mavericks pull it in. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They won both of their meetings last season. You love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Dallas. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Siakam draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Ooh, good D by Irving. Dallas has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Pass to Bullock. Now here's Doncic. And the Mavericks, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Raptors have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Siakam outside. Shot to stop the run. And it's Siakam again missing.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
George against Barnes. The turnaround. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Dallas. Shot clock at 5. Siakam draws the double. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. group here for the Mavericks.
Limitless potential. MP, keep earning their respect.
A minute 58 left in the first half. So for the Raptors right now, Thaddeus Young out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Trent in at the 3 slot. The Mavericks leading. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Here's Trent, following the score by Dallas. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Poeltl is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now here's George, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Shoots over Anunoby, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, for MP, remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him, but I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into, but MP is going to try to win over the fans. Dallas has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Crafty move. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Toronto. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Doncic finds George. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Doncic has got 14 points for the game. Siakam outside. Pass to VanVleet. Anunoby for 3. The shot no good. And so it's Dallas. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome one.
And that game against the Bulls, this one is a coin flip.
And now let's focus on our game. A strong first half for the Mavericks.
They were in control so far because of their shot selection. Very patient, waiting to get the shots they want.
And they got some great scores over there, too. Terrific first half offensively. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, BA, dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. George, good. Well, it hasn't been easy for him, but MP's doing a lot to get the fans on his side. He's putting in a lot of work in the community.
And I'll tell you, that's a great way to win over a skeptical fan base. Put yourself out there. Show them who you really are. Make them know you're about more than just hoops. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam, right side. Siakam draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet on the wing. George defending. Here's Pirtle. Soft touch off the glass. Pirtle's got 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Greg.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Siakam for 3. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. George, right side. Shoots over Barnes. Another one falls for Dallas.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And the Mavericks will go for it.
Get the rocks, MP! They can't stop him!
For Irving. Changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Anunoby. And it's Trent in for Fred VanVleet. Here's George. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So for the Raptors right now, we've got Barnes, Pascal Siakam out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. George against Barnes. George with the bucket. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And again, no good by Toronto. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Boucher against Irving. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Boucher against Wood. Pass to Siakam. Just 4 to shoot. Bullock puts it in.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Back to George. Doncic against Boucher. A nice shot by Doncic.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Trent. Here's Pirtle. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Up top, George. Covered by Pirtle. George, good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Siakam, the pass to Boucher. Trent against Doncic. Fires for three. Trent's shot is off. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Mavericks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately that's why they were so efficient.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Trent, the pass to Barnes. Looking to end this cold spell. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Irving. Hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForte.